anyone know what Bhungroo is? Does anyone speak Gujarati? Show off if you want to. All right, so Bhungroo means straw in Gujarati. It is also the name of a water harvesting technique that was designed for and with smallholder farmers in mind, especially women. I would love you to take a look at this video.
This is salt-affected soil. Nothing can be grown here. Water doesn't percolate.
While the whole this land area is waterlogged in the monsoon seasons, the water will inserted into the soil through this Bhungroo, through these perforated holes. So water will go inside the soil and it will store into the soil aquifer. As the water is stored into the soil aquifer, we can easily lift it out this water for the irrigation purpose in the lean season.
पाकતું નહીં બસ કાઠિયાવાડ મજૂરી કરવા જતા રહેતા
Trupti Jain, do come on stage with me. Hi, Trupti. Trupti Jain is the founder and director of an organization known as Bhungroo. And I remember asking Trupti, oh, so how did you come up with the idea? And she said, no, I didn't come up with the idea. The farmers came up with the idea. That is such a great start. Tell us more, Trupti.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So the Bhungroo story begins 2.5 decades before in the western part of India. It's the semi-arid regions and soil is affected with the salt depositions, so that in the monsoon seasons, whatever the little rain is there, the land gets waterlogged for the longer period of the time, so that farmers could not grow the crop in the monsoon season and the lean season because they don't have the irrigation facilities. So in short, they have the small piece of the land. They have to work as a laborer works in the big farmhouse. So the Bhungroo is not only just ensuring the sustainable water supply for the irrigation to them, tripling their income, but also provide them the dignified life because they converted to the farmers from the laborers. So that's the beginning. It works in extreme climate situations. It works in the drought, flood, soil erosions, erratic rain. So I mean, it is it's working mostly where the soil depositions on the land is there also. These are the some phases of the Bhungroo installations. But what is the technology is just because that excess farm water will be injected into the soil aquifer, will store the water into the soil aquifer on a large quantity and pumped it out in the lean season. There is the 5 major installations phases. Recce survey gives you the idea about the feasibilities of this technology into the farms, whether it is feasible or not. Geohydrological survey will give the idea about the soil aquifer capacity, how much water they will retain and what depth it will go. Then the designing of Bhungroo is casing and inserting pipes and diameters and all other things, drilling and installations and filtration chambers last. It will be using that the sand, pebbles, gravels, and those kind of the local materials to get not to get choking of the pipe after inserting the water. So for who has a technical interest, for them, I should say that Bhungroo works on 3 major principles: aquifer, storage, recovery, managed aquifer recharge and recovery, and vertical drainage. The basic conditions for this technology is that water should be waterlogged for a longer period of the time, so that large quantity of the water should have the time to inject into the soil aquifer, and the soil strata should have the capacity to retain the millions gallons of the water. So it's uniquely lies in that details. Each Bhungroo, I mean, it all depends on the geohydrological local conditions, but each Bhungroo guarantees 20 acres of the land in each year, and it's all underground structures. So its lifespan is 15 to 30 year period of the time. No maintenance cost except the filtration chambers cleaning, and able to pay back the farmers into 2 years period of the time, because the uncultivable land now they are taking at least minimum 2 crops in a year, and it can able to store the water from 400,000 liters to the millions of the liters. It is locally constructed, available materials, doesn't require the factory production kind of things, so that it has very high replicabilities. I mean, only the 5 million smallholder farmers in India is waiting for these innovations, and globally 6.4 million hectares land are affected with this kind of problems. So if it's constructed with the local materials and local skills, it has a very high replicability to implement over there. And we have developed the standard operating protocols, so that illiterate women can also learn this technology very well. Where are we? It is facts and figures are in front of you. We are working in 11 states of India, and Ghana, Vietnam, Bangladesh is successfully running. Rwanda is in the pipeline. Constructed by ourselves is 350 units, and with the government support more than 3,000 units, and reached up to the more than 100,000 farmers till date. Environmentally, you people know better than me, it's a very huge environment impact. Most important is that it conserves the groundwater, because now the water is available for the irrigation purpose, so that we will save the groundwater for irrigation use. We can use that groundwater for the drinking purpose more. And it, over a period of time, it improves the soil quality also. I talk about the socio-economic impact. It's a tripling impact, economic, income of the farmers, provide a dignity, but most important that is farmers becomes a debt-free. I mean, debt-free in that, because the credit is not accessible to the smallholder farmers in India, so they have to take the money lenders, and most of them, while the crops will be failed, they have to do the suicides. So it helps to reduce the suicide rates in the area. We are acknowledged by the many global and local and national level institutions. I just give the few names over here. We are awarded by this USAID Securing Water for Food Awards. We are awarded by Cartier Women Initiatives Award, Buckminster Fuller Award for the best designing of our technologies, and also the UNFCCC also have taken our case studies to replicate it at the global level. Thank you, and thank you for listening us, and please join hands with us and believe that those who are, producing the food for us, who should not suffer from the starvations. Thank you all for you.